Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the YouTube channel, and I am about to freak a question that somebody asked me. A lot of you guys know, if you follow me on Instagram, if you're not following me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram and Facebook, by the way. The Minority Nomad on Facebook, Minority Nomad on Instagram. So you guys know that in about a week, I'd say, yeah. In 1 week, I fly out. So I'm going to be on the road for 2.5 months. So I go to Kiev for like a day, Berlin for 3 days, then I'm speaking at a travel conference in Chicago on November 18th. So come out and see me if you guys are in Chicago. And then I go visit family, get to go see my mom, who agreed to do an on-camera interview, which blew my mind, by the way. So you guys are going to get to meet my mother. I have to do some accounting stuff, and then beginning of December, I fly to Europe. And December and January, I'll totally be in Europe. So somebody asked me, what am I most excited about going back to Europe and going back on the road? So what I wanted to do with this video was kind of go over some of the things that make me excited about these long trips, which are far more common within the digital nomad community. A lot of people think that we constantly travel and we just keep going, but a lot of us do these, like we'll do like 2 to 3 months on, 2 to 3 months off, meaning that we'll find a base for 2 to 3 months and then we'll be on the road for 2 to 3 months. So this is actually this is a lot more common than a lot of people think. So let's jump into it. So the very first thing I'm really excited about is being creative again, especially like when you guys look at the YouTube channel. The last few weeks, I'd say maybe the last 10 or 11 videos have all been like me sitting here and talking to the camera, which I absolutely love. I love talking and interacting with you guys, but I especially like showing you my travels. I like showing you different places and different foods and music, and kind of getting out there and doing cool things with my camera, like trying to do star trails and time-lapse videos and hyperlapse videos and photo and monochrome photography. I like to be creative. I like to learn and practice my craft. When I'm off the road, I don't really have the time or the opportunity to really explore my artistic side. But when I'm on the road, that's all I do. My entire thing, like business, really comes kind of to a screeching halt. It takes me like a week to answer emails sometimes because I'm out there exploring and trying to find cool stuff to do and see. I also get to see like really cool artists, man, other creatives doing amazing things. Like I'm going to Berlin to the newly opened graffiti museum, which I am excited about seeing that. So the very first thing I'm really excited about is being creative again and getting out there and kind of exploring my creativity. The very next thing a lot of you guys probably could have guessed is food. I'm so excited to get back to food in Europe. Now, I think like European food is over and underrated at the same time. Places like Turkey, by the way, I am pissed that I can't go to Turkey. Actually, I had a flight to fly into Turkey this trip. I wasn't going to Kiev. I was going to Turkey. I wasn't going to Kiev or Berlin, actually. I was going to Turkey. I was going to spend the entire time in Turkey and then fly straight to Chicago. But because of Donald Trump and Aragon, I can't go because Americans are banned from Turkey. So, I'm going to miss Turkish cuisine this trip unless something changes really fast. But I definitely get to go to Spain. I'm planning to go skiing in Andorra. So I'm definitely going to get to hit up Valencia, Sevilla, Barcelona, head up to Andorra, get some food. I plan to do a little bit of time in Paris. So I'm definitely going to get to hit Paris. I always end up in Italy. I don't think I've ever gone to the continent, the European continent, and not going to Italy at least once. So, and a friend of mine invited me to go hunting with him near Bologna, not far from Bologna. So I'm thinking about going to do that. Yeah, kebabs in Germany. Like, I'm super excited about the food in Europe in general. So for a while, so you know, I'm trying to become the first African American to go to every country in the world. Currently at 93, and I have been stuck at 93 for some months now. So it's time to get a new country or 2 or 3 or 5 under my belt. And I believe I have in Europe I have 4. I have Albania, I have Belarus, I have Luxembourg, and I have Cyprus. So I have 4 left in Europe, and hopefully I can get to at least 2 of those. But one place really has me excited. When I was looking up flights and was kind of planning this trip, I saw really inexpensive flights from Malta to Tunisia. And I've never been to Tunisia. And I've heard great things about Tunisia, so I'm thinking about going to do a week or two in Tunisia, just to kind of check it out. And that's one of the cool things about the European continent. You can get to Northern Africa easy. Like, I love going to Morocco. I love flying down to Morocco. I've done that a lot. Just, I got bored, I fly to Morocco. And that's something I'm kind of scared about, is the weather. Like, I'm a tropical dude now. Like, I grew up in Cleveland. We had some crazy winters up there, Midwest, but I've been gone too long. So I actually, when I joined the military, I went to Texas. So let's say 10.5 years, I was basically in the South or overseas, not in the cold weather. Then one of my bases is here in Bangkok, where it's pretty much always hot. So the next one is something I'm extremely excited about, is I get to go visit my friends. Like, I have to say easily, I have friends in at least half the countries in Europe. Colleagues, people that I've worked with, people who are fellow travel journalists and influencers such as myself. Family, guys all know Aline and his family. I spent Easter with them and Christmas before, but I'm actually going to spend Christmas in Romania in Slobozia with Aline's family, and hopefully we have another amazing video. It's crazy, that last video is like my most viewed video of all time. It's like 111,000 views, which is absolutely amazing. Much love to Romania. I'm super excited to get back there, try out some more Romanian cuisine. Yeah, and hopefully I can actually go hang out more with my friends who live in Spain and Germany. So I'm really excited about hanging out with some of my close friends and making new friends. Every time I go to Europe, I make the fact that I spend a good portion of the year in Asia. I'm a big fan of Western things, the modernity of the West, and I've been really missing that. Even though in Bangkok is as modern and as any city in the West, really. I mean, you could take Bangkok and compare it to New York City or London or Berlin or Barcelona in a lot of ways. I mean, it's a very modern city. But once you get outside of, say, Bangkok, maybe Singapore, KL's pretty good. That's pretty much it in regards to very modern, international cities. But if you go to Europe, just in Germany alone, you have Cologne, you have Berlin, you have Frankfurt, like Munich. Like, that's just Germany. In Spain, you have Madrid, you have Barcelona. Like, it's so many amazing cities like that. On top of that, you get these cities that have an amazing mixture of history and modernity and culture and immigration. Places like Berlin. I'm working on an article about why Berlin is the world capital of diversity. I mean, they have diversity when it comes to music and food and sexuality and nightlife and ethnicities, everything. And Europe has an amazing abundance of that. So I'm really looking forward to exploring those things. I want to get to Portugal, actually. I wasn't a big fan of Lisbon, but I absolutely fell in love with Porto. And I want to kind of explore out a little bit more, and maybe end up in South Spain, in Cordoba, because I want to follow the trail of the Moors and the history of Islam in Spain. A lot of people don't realize that a good portion of Spain was ruled by Muslims for quite a while. And the last thing kind of feeds back into my creativity. I'm looking forward to actually updating my portfolio. I feel like my work is getting a little bit stale, and the main reason I decided to take a couple jobs in Europe during the winter, which I normally avoid, is because I felt like I didn't have enough content to share with you guys, because I always go to Europe during the summer or the shoulder season. So I would say my most frequent time in Europe is May to September, that window. So when it comes to November, December, January, February, I'm rarely there. So this is going to be like a relatively new experience for me. I'm looking forward to like going to the thermal baths during the winter time and actually going skiing in Andorra or France. Like I'm looking forward to going to see the Christmas markets. I haven't seen seen Christmas markets in maybe 7 years. So I'm looking forward to kind of going to get that photography and videography and share that with you guys. So I'm really excited about that. So guys, I kind of mixed up what I'm excited about going to Europe and excited about just being on the road again. I miss the road. I absolutely love the road. I'm going to miss my everyday routine and being able to go into the gym and eating healthy, and sometimes seeing my friends and dating and all those things that come with being in one place for an extended period of time. But I'm a road warrior. Like, I'm a rolling stone, and I'm actually getting extremely anxious, and I'm super excited to get back on the road. So a lot of guys, and unfortunately the YouTube channel might suffer a little bit. I do not upload as much as I normally do when I'm on the road, so don't forget to follow me on Facebook and Instagram. I upload every single day, at Minority Nomad on Instagram, The Minority Nomad on Facebook. As usual, guys, go ahead and leave your questions and comments below. What are you guys? Tell me what you're always excited about when you do travel, or when you leave home and you come back. And as usual, leave the world better than you found it. I'll see you guys in the next video.